Yo, what's poppin'? It's your boy Ace Torn.
Yes, sir. You know what time it is. It's the voice of the South. Q Smitty with Polar Jots. Give you that cool rush. This is a celebration tonight. We got a special guest in the building, man.
Man, it's a celebration. We got a heavy hitter in the building, man. This man is a real deal entrepreneur, man. I'm talking about he doing a lot of things in the city. He helping the community out. He's all in the projects, you know what I'm saying, in the apartments, helping his people out. In the hood. Also, he's in the corporate world as well. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not following him, man, my boy he gonna let you know where to follow him at. But he's doing a lot of good things in the city that's inspiring young people. You know, he in real estate, buying homes. He's a true investor as well, too. I'd like to introduce you, Will.
Yes, sir. Man, I got this bottle of champagne in my hand, so it's hard for me to clap right now.
Boy, got that ballet.
Yo, what's happening? It's your boy Ace Torn, one half of Polar Jots. This segment is brought to you by Refresh Clothing. Yep, that's right, man. The #1 clothing store in the city. Now, you looking to get fresh. You trying to get clean. You going to a special type of event. This is a spot you need to come to. Refresh Clothing is real unique. You want to know why it's so unique? Because once you buy an outfit, once you get a fit, you will not see it on 1,000 more people. You the only one that's gonna have that fit, all right? Because when they restock, they don't restock the same type of outfits. It's a different style, it's a different look. That's why you need to pull up on Refresh Clothing. And I'm talking about deals on top of deals, crazy deals. You know the World's Games is coming in June. You're gonna wanna look good. This is a spot you need to come to, man. Refresh Clothing. We'll see you soon. Brought to you by Polar Jots. Now back to the show.
Man, you doing a lot of things in the city, bro. Let's get into it, man. Cause you know what I'm saying. You posting all the time, and I know in real time, in real life, like what you got going on, and you know what I'm saying, what type of things, projects you working on. But now it's time to let the world to see, man. So who is Will?
First, I want to say thank you to you, gentlemen.
Oh man,
You
appreciate
guys-
you, bro.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We
You
got
guys
you, bro.
are special,
Yeah,
and I really appreciate it.
for sure.
And Soldier Boy, thank you for my check today.
Oh, snap.
Yeah,
Man,
you
don't
see
play
what
with
that
me.
looking
Boy,
like. Real deal, man. Check the check.
Ooh.
Thank you.
What's
Check
a
'em out,
stimmy?
man.
Ain't no need for no
Check
stimmy
'em out,
because,
man.
Ain't no
That boy
stimulus
got
checks
damn
Ain't no
ringing
stimmy,
in
man.
real racks.
Ooh,
Yeah.
man, this is motivation right here. God
So,
dang.
I want to thank you guys first
Yeah,
for allowing me to
that's big, bro.
for supporting me
Yeah,
and just always staying behind me. Ace and Q, like you guys are doing a phenomenal thing.
man, we appreciate
Appreciate
it, bro.
that, bro.
You guys are gonna be bigger than what people think you are in Birmingham. So keep going.
Man,
Yeah,
I
man.
appreciate you, bro. It was on you, but you put it back on us. But you know, that's love, though, man. Like I said, appreciate what we doing. We got a big vision, bro. Big vision for the city, man. You part of it. You
Big
know,
vision for the world.
for the world, bro.
it's
Yeah,
for the world, man.
Yeah.
Ready for
Yeah.
the world, man. We appreciate you, man.
So,
We salute you,
you
you know
know.
what I'm saying? Without a doubt, dog.
how you get to Birmingham? Like, what made you transition to Birmingham? Because I know you was in the military, right?
Yeah, I retired in August
August. Okay.
of 2021. Came out here in June, going through some rehab with my
Right.
leg because I had kind of injured my leg in my last year
Oh,
of
okay.
retirement. And after that, I was just like, man, I'm gonna just take, my savings and just
Right.
take a leap of faith,
Right.
and it worked.
Now, when you say take a leap of faith, what you took a leap of faith on? Like, what did you jump into?
Real estate.
Real estate. Okay.
Yeah. So now I'm trying to buy the whole neighborhood.
Man, I like that.
When you say real estate, like define real estate. What exactly does real estate be? Because a lot of people, when they think of real estate, they think of like, oh, like you buying a house and you stay in there for years and stuff like that. What does that mean to you when you invest in real estate?
Yo, what's poppin'? It's your boy Ace Torn for Polar Jots. Look, I'm at Kosher Cuts right now, man. Get it in. You see the, you know what I'm saying, the fresh cut. You see what's going on, man. So look, if you going to an event, any type of awards show, any type of special event, wedding, ball, you know what I'm saying, awards show, stop by Kosher Cuts. Book your slot right now, will not be disappointed. My boy gonna put you in the game. If you're not satisfied with your cut, I'm gonna pay for it. All right. And you know that ain't gonna happen. So guess what? You're gonna be satisfied. Kosher, what's the address, bro?
You already know what time it is. It's your boy Coach, you know what I'm saying, where everything is Coach in Alabama. Come see me, come see my team, and let's do it.
Just like that, man. Book your slot. It's Polar Jots.
In real estate, I solve people's problems. That's what real estate means to me. I can buy it, I can flip it, I can buy it, I can rent it, I can buy it, I can lease it, I can buy it, I can Airbnb it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But I'm just solving people's problems. And so, as an African American man, Knowing when coming back and we look at the big picture, the 1964 Civil Rights Act, the Jim Crow laws. We as African Americans have, man, you popping bottles
You
already?
heard that?
Ready, man.
Top on that motherfucker. You
We
heard that from
popping
my side.
bottles.
Celebration.
Yeah, it's just in Birmingham we've been put behind
Mhm.
for a very, very long time. And it's time for us to step up to the
Yeah.
plate as young millennials. Because Generation X, Generation Y, I think Generation Z, I got to look at,
Generation Z.
Yeah, that what it is. Yeah, my boy
Dragon
know the
Ball
words.
Z.
they've
Generation
been
Z.
running this city for a very long time.
Yeah,
And
hell of a long time, bro.
Mayor Whiffen needs help. I just got nominated to be the neighborhood president for Wylam. And so
Congratulations, bro.
appreciate that.
Congratulations. That's major.
It was 7-3 vote. And no disrespect to
Yeah.
the former president, but it's time for the millennials to step up.
Oh yeah,
Our age group.
definitely.
We got to step up. And I'm excited, man.
Yeah. I'm ready to see it. I'm ready to see it, man.
Yeah, I'm ready to
It's
see
gonna
it too.
happen.
I'm ready to
It's
see
gonna
it, bro.
happen.
Like I said, man. Now, when you said real estate, I know you say you diving in real estate. Now, did you coming out of the military, but retiring, then transitioning to real estate? What was your thoughts on, like, because I know you say you jumped into the leap of faith. What was your first step? Because did you have money? First of all, did you have money before you started in real estate?
I did.
You didn't, or you did?
So I flipped a property in Chicago.
Okay.
I bought a property for $242,000 in a $430,000 neighborhood. I renovated it for $20-something thousand.
Damn, bro, you did.
Took that money, came out here
Found
and
the
bought
lick.
multiple properties,
Mm-hmm.
and then came out here, did like a little transitional internship,
Yeah.
you know, and then I just said, okay, that didn't work out, so
Right.
I'm just gonna buy multiple small properties
Mm.
because they're cheaper.
Right.
If you can buy a property for $3,000 to $5,000, and then as a construction engineer,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm the one that has the information,
Right.
just buy multiple ones.
And the land, man, people don't understand, bro. Birmingham is the place to be if you're trying to build a foundation
It
for
really
us. For
is.
real estate, man. Like I'm talking about, I met so many investors just on the fruit gazy, just out having a drink or just going out to eat. And I just run into one, or I be in a certain area at the right time in the right place, and they'll tell me the things they doing. I met some investors from up north, bro, Washington D.C., New York, so out east. Moved to Birmingham to stay for a year or two, like buy a condo apartment, to buy up down there half, portions of Birmingham, and move back and turn what they was living in into an Airbnb or they rent it out. And they constantly doing this because World Games in June, so shit finna get real, man. So
I got a property over there too.
yeah, so you finna
Oh,
you finna
man, you
really
about to really
you finna
turn
load
up,
up, bro.
Actually, I bought that for my little daughter. I haven't started on it yet.
Okay.
But excuse me. What I've noticed is African Americans in Birmingham don't own a lot in these neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm drinking this Ciroc.
Man, do your thing. This shit live and organic. Ain't that cut on it.
One of the people in my neighborhood, he owns 40 properties,
Yeah.
commercial and residential, and I own 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, wow, okay, so you own half the neighborhood. That means you control the school district, you control
Control everything.
the funding that comes to the neighborhood, but the people that's complaining about violence in the neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
if you own 25% or 40% of the neighborhood, you can't complain about it when you've been
Nah.
doing it for the last 30 years.
Right.
Because I know how to get the information.
Mm-hmm.
And I think as African Americans, we need to learn how to get the information. And if we don't step up to the plate as millennials, we're gonna lose a lot.
Yeah.
Wow. Talk about your daughter though, because your daughter is young. You know what I'm saying?
She's 3.
She's 3, and you already purchased some real estate for her. Like, talk about that. Why was it so important for you to start as soon as you could? You know what I'm saying? With her just being 3 years old to purchase real estate.
Because I saw the World Games was coming, and I said, you know what? It was actually I did a 3 property deal. So I bought 3 properties for less than 40 bands. And I said, you know what? I want my
3.
daughter, 3 properties.
Together, less than 40 bands.
And I said, you know what? I
good.
want my daughter to always have a house. And my parents never gave me the opportunity. I was a Section 8 kid.
Mm-hmm.
And growing up, I was like, you know what? I want to give my daughter something she can always have. Because I know the zoning rules. So now that I know the zoning rules for Birmingham, my daughter, I'm going to build her house. No, it's going to happen. And so when I bought the 3 property deal, I was like, you know what? Let me either put a school on here because it's zoned for residential or schooling. So that land that I bought is going to be the Willow Project, and I named that after my daughter.
Wow, that's amazing, bro. So you growing up in a Section 8 house and stuff like that, how did that motivate you to look more into real estate as a way to flip money? Because, you know, when you grow up in those type of environments, it's like nobody really puts you on game on that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So did anybody put you on game with this? Or was this something that you just saw to yourself? It was like, I could do that.
You know what really put me on the game?
What's that?
HGTV.
You said HDTV?
HGTV.
Oh, HGTV.
So I got hurt in my last year in the military, and I was on bed rest for like 6 months, going through depression, going through stress, trying to figure out life, and I couldn't move because I tore a ligament in my leg, and I couldn't walk for literally 6 months. And I just sat there and watched YouTube and HGTV for 6 months.
Wow.
And I wrote down everything, and I watched everything they did. And then once I did it, I applied it in Birmingham, and it worked.
Wow, man.
Now I have a portfolio.
So shout out to HGTV. Y'all owe him some money, man.
He got to cut my boy another check.
Nah,
Another check.
He got them
I
came
don't-
with a check. Cut him another check.
You know what? I'm not gonna give credit to HGTV. I'm gonna give credit to Deion Branch.
Who's
Deion,
that?
He's a former Super Bowl MVP that played for the New England Patriots. I called him. He owns multiple properties, and when I mean to tell you that's my brother, like that's my brother. Like
I can tell you feeling that. Go ahead, take your time, bro.
You
Like-
good, bro.
that man, like I could call him right now and say, "Bruh, I need like $200, $500. I need something. Help me." He always picks up the phone. That's $1 million dude. You know what I'm saying? And he's
Yeah.
always been there for me. And to know that he's guided me through this process, that's what I respect. And he showed me the way. And when I mean to tell you, like, he owns multiple properties.
Yeah.
And then when I see what he's trying to do and what we have already been set back on as far as the communities in our 99 neighborhoods in Birmingham, and we don't even own half these neighborhoods, I see what his goal was. He showed me the way.
And he's from here.
No,
Oh, yeah.
he's from Albany, Georgia.
Albany, Georgia. Okay.
Wow.
But he just played in the NFL,
Yeah.
and he showed me the way.
See, that's the beauty of
Relationships. bro.
relationships and networking and being able to have a brother who's willing to tell you stuff. Because, you know, we as black people, you know, we have this whole thing, why you want to know all that?
Right.
And all that stuff. Like,
Right,
you know
bro.
what I'm saying? What you trying to do? I'm like, I'm
And I
trying to
heard
get
that.
like you.
I heard a couple times when I was just overhearing, ear hustling. You know, sometimes people talk so damn loud, you got no choice but to hear. But you hear that a lot though, bro. Like, what you trying to do? You know what I'm saying? Why you want to know? You know, like, goddamn, like, me knowing the information, me giving you the information I know, you ain't going to surpass me. You know, and if you do, that means it was God's will.
Exactly.
Everybody got their own path. So that's why I never understood why you would not share information. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all, everybody's path is different.
Your network is bigger than your net worth.
It is.
Trust me. I promise you.
Yeah.
I've never asked that man for no money. I've only asked him for $100 for gas when I was like $24.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm 37 years old. And now I got a portfolio because he
Wow.
gave me information. And now I
You got a real
haven't
portfolio.
worked. I haven't worked. I don't got a job.
Yeah.
I haven't worked since June.
Damn. And it's all this shit from real estate.
Yeah.
But it's how you get in it too, though. Like, so
Yeah.
talk about that. How, like, far as, all right, say for instance, we're gonna talk to the person who ain't got no money.
Okay.
They ain't got
Credit.
credit, credit all fucked up.
Credit.
They ain't got 10 bands to
That's what's
start.
going on with a lot of these people in these Birmingham neighborhoods.
Yeah, so it's like, what would you advise somebody to do? Credit bad, no money, but they really want to get in real estate and they willing to,
Okay. I'll give you the honest to God truth. My credit's effed up right now.
right
And
now
I'm
in
gonna
this
tell you why.
moment.
Because my parents never taught me about credit card utilization.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
if
can
you
relate.
if you don't know about credit card utilization, like if you're not under 30% and you thinking you got Home Depot, Lowe's cards, credit cards, pay the contractors, and you swiping above 30%,
Yeah.
your credit score drops. But the banks don't even want to work with you unless you're above a 650 or 700 or above, because we went through a pandemic. So I finagled it and I said, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take my personal cash, pay down the balances, and then you can do hard money lending, conventional lending. It just depends on the situation. So what I've been doing was, now I'm starting to get hard money lending because it's easier. So
Explain hard money lender for the ones that don't really know about that.
okay, hard money lending is like, all right, I'll go in there, I'll buy a crib for like I'm about to buy a crib on Monday for $3,000.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth 100 bands.
Yeah.
100 bands.
Tax property.
No.
Oh shit. Okay, you talking something I don't know then.
So if I go in there and buy a crib for 3 bands, and I put 15 into it, because I know how to do it, because I'm a construction engineer.
Right. Is the dudes that needs a full rehab?
Nah.
None of that.
You just got to make it livable, because it's a rental.
Gotcha.
You don't anything you buy less than that type of money,
Mm-hmm.
it's a rental.
Yeah.
Anything you buy above 50 to 100 bands, then that's a flip. But 3,000, that's a rental all day long.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm getting 1,200 to $800 to $1,200 a month for rent,
You tripled your income.
yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, what was your original question?
Nah, go ahead. Keep rolling with it, because
What's home lending, basically. That
Yeah,
was
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like it just depends on the situation. Like,
Mhm.
man, I'm just saving people, man. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy. It went from buying property to trying to help people in the community to
Yeah.
now, you know what I'm saying, being nominated for a president for the community. It's like it's
I
not
love
hard to do.
saying
Like,
that,
it's
boy. Real talk.
it's only been going on since November.
Yeah, and that's little old 5 months, honestly.
Yeah.
And
So,
so
like the
basically what
change,
you
bro.
did, somebody who ain't got no money or anything like that could start off and do that.
Yeah, I did it with credit. And then
But you said your credit was bad though, so
it did after I did the first one.
okay.
The first one I did it off credit. The second one I didn't know, because my
Right.
parents never ever taught me how to use credit card utilization. So yeah, if y'all listening to me, always make sure that you keep your credit card utilization under 30%.
30%.
All your credit cards. Always do that. There's properties out here dirt cheap. I'm telling you, I bought a property. Well, I already am buying a property on Monday for 3 bands, and it's gonna be $1,200 a month for rent.
I like it.
So you would have somebody who stays in there and they're going to pay you, and you're going to be the landlord.
Landlord, yeah.
And then I'm gonna do a refi on it,
What's a refile?
refinance. So then I'm gonna
Refinance.
take the tax equity out of it, because when I fix it up, I'm gonna do a refi, and I'm gonna take another 50 bands out the house, because that's how much it's worth.
Wow. Okay.
So I'm gonna pay. I'm gonna cash out first.
Damn. So you go cash out already, and then you're going to get more money, you know what I'm saying, basically steady income from the fact that you're going to have a tenant in there.
And they gonna pay back the loan.
Because they paying rent every.
Yep.
So,
So if I'm paying, if they paying $1,200 a month, and the loan is $400 a month, I'm making $1,200. That's profit.
so you're using other people to pay for your bills, basically.
OPM, other people's money,
People money.
Ah,
Yep.
that's real talk.
and I just
OPM.
keep flipping it, and it keeps going.
Wow, that's different. So that's another method. And I want to talk about another method too. Like, okay, so you joined the military and everything. You know, became an officer in the United States Army. Do you feel like joining the military helped get you the income that you needed in order for you to be inspired to even consider, you know what I'm saying, flipping houses? Because I know you said that you were, you know, in the hospital and things of that nature, looking at HGTV. But do you feel like the military somehow, some way helped you with the fact that, you know, you got this steady income coming in, so you know for sure you could go ahead and get this going?
The military showed me a way.
Mhm.
Remember, I was a Section 8 kid. I came from the hood, and I just paid attention, and I focused, and I put money to the side. Like, I still, have money I haven't even touched yet. I haven't even touched my 401k for 20 years, so you can imagine how much is in that.
Oh, you already know.
Numbers, boy.
I
So
already
it's
know.
like,
But
it's
that's a good feeling though. Just talk about that. Talk about how was that feeling knowing that you got, I ain't gonna say how much money you got in the bank, but just say you got a lump sum in the bank and you ain't gotta touch that. You got a lump sum over here, you ain't gotta touch that. How does that feel coming from you're a Section 8 kid? How does that feel now?
right now, I'll be honest, I'm worth about 400,000,
Yeah.
and that's real.
Mm.
That's in property. So, and that's not to be cocky. It's just about the fact that nobody ever taught me.
Yeah.
I had to figure it out on my own. And the trials and tribulations I've been through
Mm-hmm.
in life, that's what motivates me to keep going.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, it's just when nobody shows you the way and you figure it out, that's what motivates me to keep going.
That's that drive.
Yeah.
That's that drive.
Nobody ever showed me this other than my partner and me looking on YouTube. I spent countless hours on YouTube and on HGTV.
Me and you both, bro. We own that shit.
Like y'all on podcast right now.
Yeah.
Y'all spent countless hours figuring this out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Years.
So when you figure it out and you do it, doesn't it feel good to do it?
Yeah.
Feels great. And that's the reason why I asked about that military question, because, you know, you got kids, a lot of kids come from Section, they come from the hood. They're tempted to do some bad stuff, you know what I'm saying? They're tempted to go sell some drugs, do all that type of stuff. But if they could do something that's legal, that could help them, you know what I'm saying, get their feet established, you know what I'm saying, then, you know, I feel like they should do that, you know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why I mentioned that.
Yeah, that's my goal now. It's to inspire the youth in our first of all in Wallam.
Yeah.
Wallam is like my heart. I love them kids in Wallam. We had a 3-year-old die not too long ago. I was probably the last person to see him before he got killed. Him and his grandmother. I think you all saw that. And then I reached out to NASA because I still have my government contacts, and we gonna get his name hopefully put on the moon one day. And then the next week we had a body burn.
Damn.
So it's like, this is like real life. But if we as African American men and women are not stepping up to the plate as millennials to show them, like, look, enough is enough. We got to do it. We just got to stop. We got to stop. We got to change the narrative.
Yeah.
You know, I had a meeting with the CEO of YMCA. Why is a black young man meeting with the YMCA CEO? Does that even make sense?
No.
It's crazy.
Seems impossible sometimes.
But, you know,
It makes sense because it's meant for you to do.
yeah.
But it ain't that ain't the usual. You know
No,
what I'm
it's
saying?
not.
So that's why I say that road is paved out for you.
Especially in the South.
In
Yeah.
the South, bro.
And
we
he
in the South.
and he wants
goddamn.
to bring a YMCA to the hood.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
they needed at. They needed in the hood.
But we got to get memberships. So now I got to raise another 150 bands. Trust me, it ain't going to be hard for me to raise 150 bands.
Man, like I said, let us know whatever you want to do. We'll pull up. We'll post up for hours with you. We'll do live shows at the, you know what I'm saying, at the event. What you got going? Also, too, you got some. I don't wanna forget this. You got something going on in June with Ansley. You remember that?
Yeah. I got the Juneteenth. We're
That look-
doing an
yeah.
outdoor church service with
That's big, bro.
X Ministries. I got another crib over there.
Yeah.
Any crib that I have any neighborhood I have a house in, I'm going to do something and I'm going to give back.
Mm-hmm.
I've already raised $1,300 for an event that I didn't even know people. I'm not from here. That's
Right.
the problem. I'm not from Birmingham.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Virginia Beach, Virginia,
Yeah.
and I lived in Chicago. How can a person from Virginia Beach, Virginia come to a city and do stuff and raise money to do things for the kids and the people in the neighborhoods? And this has been going on for how long?
Years.
Long time, bro. Decades.
I'm not from here. So how am I able to do it?
One person.
Do you feel like growing up in those environments outside of Alabama allowed you to be a little bit more, no disrespect, because I'm from Alabama too, but do you feel like it helped you become a little bit more educated?
It has.
Do you travel a lot?
I have. Because
Yeah,
I mean, in the military, I've been all over the world.
Mhm.
You know, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Germany, Uzbekistan, Qatar, Manis.
Yeah.
I've been almost half the country.
The reason I asked that because it relates to his question too, like, cause that can be a good, you know what I'm saying, upper aspect too.
Yeah,
Cause when you travel, you see different things, you hear different
Mhm.
things, you see the people move
you're right.
and how
Yeah.
they live.
It opened my eyes. Me going to Afghanistan and Pakistan and Uzbekistan and Manis and Germany, all those places opened my eyes to a different world.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I come back to a small city, when I was a Section 8 kid, it's like, wow. And look what we're going through now with Russia. We dealing with issues like, yo, this is bigger than what people think it is.
Right.
And we over here talking about dumb stuff. Like, we killing each other. Like, as
Mhm.
African Americans, like, it was shooting the other day.
Yeah.
I'm in the crib. Da, 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 da. I'm like, what are you shooting for, bruh? Or, I ain't gonna say bruh. It could have been a woman. But,
Yeah.
like, we shooting every single night. And it's like, why?
So what you think we need to do to change the narrative in society or the culture that we living in now? What's the first step we should do that you think?
You want my honest opinion or you want my political opinion?
No, I want the honest, cold, hard,
Nah,
raw.
honest, bro.
Keep it straightforward.
Get these white folks out of office and stop owning all our shit.
Yeah.
Because they own half our fucking black neighborhoods. And they know I know. So I got to now walk a different way.
Mm-hmm.
A man owns 40 houses in commercial buildings in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
Is that not a problem, y'all?
That's a huge problem.
40?
That's crazy.
And 18 of them are on Section 8, and 6 of them are on rental, and the rest of them are commercial. And then when we have violence, what do you expect me to do? He's controlling my property values, and he's controlling the school districts. He's controlling the funding, but he's making 20 bands a month.
Mm.
You want to see the rent roll? I can show you the rent roll.
Yeah. And the thing is, while you're doing that, you know, we got to start educating our people about morals and traditions, because when you're acting a fool in these environments and stuff like that, you shooting up the place, you throwing trash everywhere, that brings the property value down. And in their
Way
eyes,
down,
in a
bro.
rich person's eyes, oh yes, man, that's a good little
Exactly.
lick right there. I'm going to go ahead and buy this and gentrify the hell out of this.
Yeah.
And now you got these black people, these minorities who are complaining because they got to move somewhere else.
Yeah.
Well, look what you did to bring the property value down.
And you know what's so crazy? I'm glad you said that too, bro, because we have, and I'm gonna say this, we have control over our neighborhoods, honestly.
we do.
We have control over neighborhoods. So if we got control over the neighborhoods, why we get mad when white folks start gentrifying the neighborhoods in the community?
Because they own it.
At that point, ain't no reason to get mad no more. That shit is over with, because we won't have years, bro. Now, we may not have, like I said, for granted, we may not have the information. That's true. But at the same time, it's people around that's successful, that do have the information, that can take control over situations.
take
You
a
know,
look.
Look how many
Take a
houses he owns in one neighborhood.
that's a whole list.
That's the whole list.
Yeah, that's
and
a lot of
and
houses,
18 of them on Section 8. And I own 2.
bro. Yeah,
That's sad. And I'm supposed to be in charge of this neighborhood.
yeah, man. It's time to make a difference, bro.
It is.
That's a lot of ass houses. Yeah.
He's making
I'm looking
21
at it.
bands a month.
That shit crazy.
That's
So
a
I'm
lot.
taking,
That's
I'm
crazy.
taking a risk every day of my life when I go home.
3 bedrooms in one.
That's real talk, bro. You definitely are making a risk. Looking at that right there, you
Shit,
taking it.
yeah.
You like the Tupac of real estate right now.
Shit,
If I
yeah.
excuse me, if I mess up his money, what do you think gonna happen to me? I gotta be careful every day I go home,
Yeah.
and I can't be in a position of power, or I can't be in a position of political figure if I don't live in the neighborhood. And y'all know what the neighborhood of Walham looks like. So I gotta be careful every single day of my
So
life.
you really living this shit. You
Yeah.
stay in wildlife.
No, I have to live in Walham in order to run it.
Mm-hmm.
So this shit real.
Yeah,
I
that
gotta,
shit is
like,
real.
I have to, man. If y'all only knew.
That shit is real, man. Will, man, we appreciate everything you have come to bless us with type of information and knowledge with, bro. Like, you really have dropped some jewels in here, man.
Yeah, that's
And I know a lot of people listening and whatnot, but for the folks ain't following you, tell the people where to follow you at, bro.
Integrity is all you have, spelled out just the way it says.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I just appreciate you guys having me up here, man. It's
Man, no doubt.
y'all
bro.
know what it is.
That's
man.
what we here for. This what we do, bro.
This would can I give a quick real estate class?
go ahead.
Go ahead, bro.
All right. Don't worry about tax liens. Focus on foreclosures for sales.
Mm-hmm.
Caucasian people have owned our neighborhoods for years. When I mean years, since the early 1900s.
Yeah.
And they pass them down from generation to generation. Matter of fact, come to the library tomorrow in Walham and go ask, can you look at the 4 books in the archives? The person that's still living wrote the book. Ain't none of us in them. They had a black section. So, what we got to do is we got to control our neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Properties are very, very dirt cheap. And all you got to do is keep your credit above a 620. If you need funding, I can show you how to get funding.
Oh.
I wish people knew how deep it was.
But that's what I'm saying. It's one day at a
deep,
time, bro.
It's deep.
You ain't gonna get it at one time. They gonna have to, you know what I'm
These
saying?
folks own everything.
I know.
Bro.
I know now, you know what I'm saying? Over the years when I had just moved down here, I didn't realize it. After 3 years, I started like, what the fuck going on? So I know what you're talking about. I see what you're saying.
But I got them in
But-
a couple of neighborhoods.
One day at a time, though. That's how you gonna make that change, bro.
Bro, I'm in a couple of them. So
Yeah.
if I'm in West End, Hooper City, Walham, Bessemer, I just bought another one in Walham.
Mm-hmm.
That means they affect everything.
Yeah.
So they control how much I can even make. That's a lot of money they making.
Yeah.
That means they control our school systems. That's the big picture. And these black kids, I had a break of a fight a couple of weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
3 young boys wanted to jump a girl. And I had to pull over and hop out the car and pull up one of the young boys. He's about to swing on a little girl.
Shit, wow.
Like, it's real. Like, I come to the gas station, I see these young boys with extendo clips on a pocket. They ain't tried me, but it's just like, bruh, you 17. Why you got a extendo clip? You 17. You 18. Why you not in school? But you walking around with an extendo clip? Like, what's the purpose? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
It's deeper than what people think it is, man.
Yeah.
Man,
Man, like I said,
this
bro,
is a striking
this
interview
shit
right
kinda
here.
deep. Real talk, real deep, man. I wish we had about 2 more hours.
I
ain't
wish
gonna
we
lie,
did
man.
too.
But we ain't gonna hold you too long, man. Like, definitely, man. What can you give the people any advice, you know what I'm saying, before we leave?
Wake up. As black people, where the camera at? Right
Yeah.
here. Wake up. It's time for a change. Millennials, it's time to wake up. It's time for us to take over what we need to take over that was taken from us from the beginning. Go back to your communities. Go back and help. Go back and be leaders. And go back and be a person that can be an inspiration to the youth. But right now, it's time for us to wake up, seriously. Because if we don't wake up, it's going to keep getting taken. I'm telling you, I own 2 and he owns 40. What's that tell you?
Straight
Wake up.
Wake up, man. Wake up, wake up, wake up. And there it is, man. We appreciate you coming through, man, once again, man. You know what's going on. It's Polar Jocks. So before we get ready to get up out of here, we got Prime. Yep, that's right, man. Hydration drink. When I drunk this, when I tell you, man, that shit transformed me. No lie. I was super tired and I was exhausted, but this was a whole different experience, man. So look, when you in any type of stores and you see this, check it out. Prime. Straight from Polar Jocks. We'll see y'all next episode, man. Y'all stay with it and we got